Hey guys, welcome back to the greenhouse. It is another gorgeous day here in San Diego. Today I am going to be planting my seeds, my flower seeds, and then letting them germinate on this table here. And yeah, let's just get to it. I figured it's a little early yet for me to start my vegetables, but I don't think it's too early to start my flowers. I have a greenhouse, so it's going to keep them nice and warm on cold days, cold nights. So let's just see how things go. I'm going to take you over to my planting table and show you what I've got. A couple important things to note here, or one main important thing to note here is labeling. I am going to label every one of these. I'm probably going to put three of the same plants in each row. And then I'm going to label it with the name of the plant and the date, today's date. And then I'm going to stick it in there. So like I'll have 3 sunflowers, zinnias, the Thai double blues, so on and so forth. So that's important. And then I am also going to probably put maybe 3 seeds in each cell. That way I have a better chance for germination. So let's get to it. I will show you what I am going to be planting today. I'm going to be planting the nasturtiums, the double sun kings, the evening sun sunflowers, the Thai double blues, the mammoth grays, and some zinnias. First, I'm going to go ahead and get my mix wet. Not dripping wet, but just enough to sort of hold it together. And then I'm just going to mix away until it's all incorporated. Then I'll go ahead and fill my trays. Take this cool little doohickey and poke holes. And I'm going to write my labels out first, so that way I can just put them in right when I'm done planting that seed. What's the date today? Is the 30th. Those seeds look like little beans. Those are the Thai double blues. And then once I'm done planting the seed, I'm going to go ahead and lightly cover it. I don't want to pack it down because I don't want to make it harder for that little seedling to break through the surface once it does. So I'm just going to go over it really lightly and cover everything up. Then I am going to bring them into the greenhouse, where I will put them on my shelf and I will add the hydro dome, or I don't even know what it's called, the moisture dome. It's like a mini greenhouse, so it's a greenhouse inside of a greenhouse, if you will. And that'll just help kind of keep the moisture in and help keep them a little warm. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. It should be a couple of weeks before we start seeing some sprouts out of these bad boys. And of course I will update you once something exciting starts happening. Okay, here is an update of my little seedlings that I planted on the 30th. These are my double blues. They are literally just popping up here and here. And today is the 9th of February. I have no nasturtiums yet. And these ones here are all sunflowers. These are zinnias here. And these are all sunflowers here as well. But I think I messed up because sunflowers have like a big taproot. And as you can see here, let's see, if you can see here, when I pull these out, I have to be really careful to not damage that. And so I don't know if I'm going to up-plant them into something like this, or if I'm just going to plant them straight in the ground, which I should have done to begin with. But as you all know, I have a chicken who runs rampant and does whatever she wants, and the place that I want to plant them, they would have been eaten within seconds of them popping up. Um, and I don't know if they're doing very good in here anymore because you can see some of them are like wilting a little bit. They are still just popping up, so I don't know. I may give them a little bit more time. You hear the loud peeping because I got my babies up in my greenhouse. They're hanging out with me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get to potting up these sunflowers. But first and foremost, I'm going to start with just wetting my potting mix so that it goes into the pots and it doesn't start to crumble or dust away when I am watering. And then from there, I'll go ahead and pop out the little plants and put them in my pot. Wish me luck. I think what I'm gonna do is only fill these things half full, if that, because I don't want to damage the little root, the tap root that's coming out of the bottom of my 9 cell. So just lightly pack it in there and then only about half full. Okay. I'm gonna try this very delicately. And there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these and then we'll see how they do. Probably from this point though, if they actually make it from here moving forward, they will be going into their final home. And hopefully by then my chicken will be either cooped up or uninterested. So I'm kind of an impatient gardener, which is really a downfall because I know these probably shouldn't have been transplanted or potted up, but here we are. So there you have it. My sunflowers are transplanted up into bigger planting containers, and they are going to stay in these pots until they actually go outside. When, I'm going to say when, not if, but when they make it to that size. So that way my lovely lady chicken won't eat them. So we will check back in a couple weeks to see if we have progress or failure. So we just had a really nice rainstorm. It's been a while since we've had rain here in San Diego, probably over a month. And so I'm going to take these, I got these 4 boxes of flower seeds from the Dollar Tree, and then this pack of zinnias from the Dollar Tree. You get 4 for $1. And I'm going to clean out this bed. I don't know if you can see, but there's wood chips in here, so I'm going to rake all the wood chips out of this bed and just sprinkle flower seeds to my heart's content. We're going to see how it works. Hopefully some of these will survive the chicken. But yeah, that's what I'm doing over here. Okay, now that we gave that a quick water, I know it just rained, but I want everything that I just put on there to kind of settle in. Let's go check on those flowers. So I went ahead and put up a fence right here. It's only temporary. I did it because my seeds that I put in there are finally sprouting, and I don't want the chicken to go in there anymore. As a matter of fact, the day after I sprinkled them in there, I came home and one of my dogs had decided to take a nap in there. So I figured that my best chances to get them to grow is to put up this fence. And so that's what I did. And then here's one last look at my sunflowers that I transplanted. They are doing beautifully. I'm so excited for them. I'm glad that I went ahead and potted them up. And after this little cold front that we have coming in right now, I think they are going to end up in the ground. So I do want to say that these sunflowers right here and all of these right here were all planted on the same day. These ones I just never got around to, actually these ones sprouted later than these ones over here, so, but not by much. And I just haven't gotten around to uppotting them. And there's a big difference. So I was a little hesitant that I would damage them, but I think putting them in the pots was the right choice as opposed to putting them directly in the ground after they sprouted. So that is it for my flower planting video this spring. I'll check back in every once in a while so we can see the progress of how things are going. But that is it for now. I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you who goes out of their way to watch my videos, who has liked them and subscribed to my channel. I can't say it enough, so I just want you to know that I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, I just hope that you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.